and welcome to a brand new episode of the Daily Debate. My name is Ahmed Nader, and tonight we're going to focus on the airstrikes that were carried out against the state of Qatar by the Israeli occupation forces last Tuesday, which resulted in targeting 5 Hamas leaders in Doha, killing 5 of them, along with the Qatari security officers as well. And the condemnation that followed, as we will be seeing, an Arab Islamic Extraordinary Summit will be taking place in Doha on Monday with the participation of Foreign Minister of Egypt, Badr Abdulati. And today we have seen the preparatory meetings taking place on Sunday in the Qatari capital, condemning what has happened by the Israeli occupation forces and the Israeli government and against the sovereignty and the territorial integrity of Qatar, resulting and targeting the Hamas leaders in the Qatari capital at Doha, as well as the affirmation of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi that Egypt will be rejecting any trial by the Israeli occupation forces to be undermining the security and the territorial integrity of the state of Qatar. And I'm honored to be having with me in the studio for tonight to be shedding more light on such an important topic is Dr. Freddy El Bayadi, the member of the Egyptian Parliament and the Vice President of the Egyptian Social Democratic Party. Thank you very much for being with us tonight.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure being here.
Anytime. We'll be starting first with the main top stories that took place for today, and we'll be heading to Dr. Freddy after those top stories. Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati participates on Sunday in the preparatory ministerial meeting for the Arab Islamic Summit that will be held on Monday in Doha. Qatar hosts the summit of Arab and Muslim leaders to denounce the Israeli occupation attack on the Hamas officials in Doha and to show solidarity with the Gulf state. Foreign Ministry spokesman Majid Al-Ansari said that Monday's meeting will consider a draft resolution on the Israeli occupation attack on the state of Qatar to be drafted on Sunday at a ministerial meeting. Al-Ansari said that the summit reflected the broad Arab and Islamic solidarity with the state of Qatar in the face of the Israeli cowardly aggression and the categorical rejection of the Israeli state terrorism. Israel targeted Hamas leaders last Tuesday in strikes on the Qatari capital, killing 5 Hamas members and the Qatari security officer. On the sidelines of the preparatory ministerial meeting, the Arab Islamic Summit that is being held in Doha, Minister of Foreign Immigration and the Egyptian Expatriates Affairs, Badr Abdulati, convened with the Pakistani counterpart, Mohammed Ishaq Dar. The meeting tackled the means of enhancing bilateral relations in various fields. Both ministers condemned the Israeli aggression on Qatar, expressing full solidarity with the Qatari government and people. During the meeting, Foreign Minister Abdulati briefed the Pakistani counterpart on the Egyptian efforts to secure a Gaza ceasefire and secure the entry of the humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip. The ministers also exchanged views on ways to deal with the dangerous political and security challenges facing the region to achieve peace, stability in the Middle East. And the Qatari Prime Minister Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani urged the international community to stop using double standards and punish Israel for what he described as its crimes. He was speaking at a preparatory meeting on the eve of the emergency summit of the Arab and the Islamic leaders organized by Qatar after Israel carried out an unprecedented airstrike on Hamas leaders in Doha. The Qatari Prime Minister added that the time has come for the international community to stop using double standards and to punish Israel for all the crimes it has committed. And Israel needs to know that the ongoing war of extermination that our brotherly Palestinian people are being subjected to, and whose aim is to expel them from the land, will not work. We will be heading to the first report of the daily debate for tonight, focusing on the statements of the Egyptian representative at the United Nations Security Council, stating that the Qatari security is part and parcel of the Egyptian security. We'll be having more details in the upcoming reports, so stay tuned.
An emergency Arab-Islamic summit is due to be held in the Qatari capital Doha on Monday to discuss a draft resolution on Israel's attack against the Gulf states submitted by the preparatory meeting of Arab and Islamic foreign ministers. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has announced earlier that Doha will host an extraordinary Arab-Islamic summit to discuss the Israeli attack on the state of Qatar targeting senior Hamas leaders. The convening of the Arab Islamic Summit at this time has its significance as it reflects the broad Arab and Islamic solidarity with the state of Qatar in confronting the cowardly Israeli aggression. The preparatory meeting of foreign ministers will happen on Sunday. The summit will then convene on Monday. Last Tuesday, President Fattah el-Sisi spoke over the phone with Emir of State of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. President Fattah el-Sisi expressed Egypt's categorical condemnation and denunciation of the aggressive act perpetrated by Israel against the state of Qatar. The President affirmed Egypt's absolute rejection of any violation that undermines the sovereignty of the state of Qatar. President el-Sisi underscored Egypt's unwavering and unshakable solidarity at both the leadership and popular levels with Qatar in the face of this outrageous violation of international law and the Charter of the United Nations. He described the act as provocative assault on the sovereignty of a fellow Arab nation and a blatant, unacceptable threat to its security, stability and territorial integrity. The President reiterated Egypt's full and resolute support for all measures undertaken by Qatar to safeguard its security and stability. His Highness Emir of the State of Qatar expressed his profound appreciation for Egypt's stance, commending the fraternal ties the two nations and their brotherly peoples share. His Highness Sheikh Tamim briefed the President on latest developments following the brazen Israeli assault. Meanwhile, Egypt's ambassador to the United Nations, Osama Abdel Khaliq, told the UN Security Council's special session held on Thursday following the Israeli attack on Qatar that Qatar's security is part of Egypt's and collective Arab national security. In a strongly worded short speech, Abdel Khaliq reiterated Egypt's firm denunciation of Israel's recent attack on Qatar as a blatant violation of the UN Charter. He described Israel's ongoing aggression against Gaza as an act of genocide and an attempt to displace Palestinians from Gaza by force. Abdel Khaliq also warned that unless the Security Council and the international community take decisive action to deter Israel, it will continue its extremist policies and breach of international law. He said Cairo fully stands in solidarity with Qatar, stressing that Egypt's tireless mediation efforts to end the Israeli war on Gaza deserve recognition and support. Abdel Khaliq said that Egypt further stresses that international law and UN Charter guarantee Qatar and other Arab states subjected to similar Israeli aggression all options to respond to such acts, which the Security Council cannot simply ignore. He highlighted that the Israeli attack had targeted Qatar, which along with Egypt has been tirelessly working to reach an agreement. The airstrike struck at a meeting intended to discuss latest ceasefire proposal, thus complicating negotiations and reducing chances of reaching a solution. He noted that the attack reflects Israel's entrenched ideology of violence and destruction, which now extends even to those working to facilitate peace. Moreover, Abdel Khaliq warned that military solutions have repeatedly failed. Instead, they fuel conflicts and entrench hatred. He called for increasing the efforts to end Israel's devastating war on Gaza, which has claimed the lives of more than 64,000 people, saving Gaza's population from famine, putting an end to Israeli occupation's violence and annexation practices in the West Bank and East Jerusalem.